Welcome inside the box here at West Texas A&M as we get you set for a Lone Star Conference match tonight between the number 5 ranked West Texas A&M Lady Buffs against Western New Mexico here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. I'm Lucas Kinsey, joined by my broadcast partner, Corin Davis, and we are glad to have you with us tonight for the final home game of the regular season for these West Texas A&M Lady Buffs. And Corin, tonight it will be senior night as well. West Texas A&M will honor 5 seniors, including Tori Miller, Emma Patterson, Carly Evitz, Piper Warren, and Kelsey Carpenter. And Corin, as I welcome you on here, these Lady Buffs, 23-2, 12-1 in LSC play, and they are hot right now, winning 13 straight matches.
Absolutely. Well, it's hard to believe that the regular season is drawing to a close. I mean, it just flew by, but we've had the chance to watch the Lady Buffs throughout the season as they've progressed. They've just gotten better and better. They've figured each other out. The setter-hitter connection has worked well. The communication has improved immensely, and they're right where they need to be as they head into the postseason. You know, this is the time where, you know, they should know who they are. They should know how they work, what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, and from the looks of it, they have a very good idea of that.
They're starting to gain confidence in a lot of different areas as well. This past week, the LSC Offensive Player of the Week was Bryn Wright. She's really been on a tear. You look at what she's done in the last 3 matches, 10, 13, and 10 kills. She hit a really nice percentage the other night against Cameron, hitting 500, and so she's coming on. Obviously, Tori Miller, as the season has gone on, she's gotten healthier and healthier. We've seen the setter, Ainsley Malice, really take off from last year to this year, much improved and doing a nice job there distributing the ball along with Blair Moreland. And then in the middle, they continue to just play great defense with Tatum Stowe and Carly Evitz as well. So Lady Buffs, again, 13 straight wins. At home this year, they have been great with a 14-0 record, and of those 14 wins, this is really impressive. 12 have been sweeps.
I think it's the heat, Lucas. The heat has a lot to do with it, too. You know, you got this talented team, and then you've got the heat. I mean, they're a very, very, very polished group already, and they have great coaching. They've got, you know, great fans. It's a great atmosphere here. We have a lot of people here tonight to support the seniors. I mean, I've seen care baskets. I've seen a lot of the alumni come in to support. So it's going to be a very emotional night.
For West Texas A&M, again, the seniors, and pretty cool when you can, you've got 3 of these seniors, 4 of the seniors actually, that have a national championship ring on their resume already. And so we're going to have the senior night ceremony here. We'll have the parents again out on the floor with the Lady Buffs. And as they're honored, we'll talk a little bit about these young ladies. And the first one being honored is Kelsey Carpenter. And Kelsey transferring over to West Texas A&M this year. And she's done some really good things for WT just in one season here. 6'2" junior out of Midlothian, a transfer from UTSA. And for Kelsey, one of the interesting notes is she's in nursing school, so that's going to be cool that she's going to be doing that. Obviously very smart, and that's with Kendra Potts, a lot of the things, you know, with the players, the GPA is usually through the roof.
Absolutely. The expectations are high where that's concerned. You've got to execute on the court and off the court. But, yes, Kelsey is somebody who I was really excited to watch coming into this season. Not only is she really tall and she brings a height perspective, she can hit on both pins. And I think that that's a very important thing for an outside hitter to do, to be able to be dynamic and adapt and play where you need to and do your role. And she does a great job of that.
You know, talking about her academics President's List recipient when she was at University of Texas San Antonio, also here at West Texas A&M on the President's List, and member of the Commissioner's Academic Medal Award at UTSA through the Conference USA. So she's been a great addition for Kelsey, and on the court averaging 1.41 kills per set overall in her career. She comes off the bench, and you know, she's an instant spark. She's very powerful from the outside, and again, it's just one of those Lady Buffs that when she steps on the court, you know something good is going to happen.
Absolutely.
All right, next one up for West Texas A&M is Piper Warren. From Amarillo, graduated from Amarillo High School, started her volleyball career at Tyler Junior College. And so for Piper, here's another nurse, right, for West Texas A&M. And also, here's another very talented student athlete, a two-time scholar athlete. You know a little bit about Piper Warren.
Absolutely. I graduated high school with Piper. I played with her at Amarillo High, and it was awesome to hear that she was going to come back to the Panhandle and play for WT. She's so talented. Her work ethic is second to none. She's got a great personality. She's a little spitfire, and it's exactly what a defensive player should be. She's a great leader, and I know she's going to be a great nurse someday.
It's pretty cool, too. The team had nicknamed her Girl Boss. So, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely.
Again, Piper from Amarillo High School and 5'6" senior for WT. A GPA of 3.57 with her major in nursing. And just a great teammate. One of the things you always see with Piper is, and you see this with a lot of the Lady Buffs, is the celebration, on the bench when the teammates are doing good things on the court, always having fun, always encouraging, always being a good leader. Piper Warren. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Again, it's senior night for West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs set to take on Western New Mexico. The next senior honored is Carly Evitz, and you can see, Corin, where she gets her height from out there, right?
All of her, she and her 8 siblings that she has.
Tall family there.
Yes.
Imagine some good volleyball being played at the family reunions. Talk about Carly Evans, and she does have a national championship ring, was on the squad last year, was not able to play for West Texas A&M, but she was at every practice. She was helping the Lady Buffs get better every time on the court. And when she got her opportunity this year in her final senior season, man, she has shined.
Absolutely. I got to interview her on The Rundown a few weeks ago, and what stuck out to me so much is she is a very determined young lady. She knows what she wants to do when she graduates. She's passionate about it, and she said she wants to be a professional volleyball player. She said to me, everyone told me as I progressed into my career that I would one day grow tired of it, get burned out, never want to play again. She's like, I still haven't felt that yet, and I don't think I ever will.
She just loves the game.
She does, and she's so bright, and she's so fun, and her energy is great, and she was a perfect fit to this team and to the middle group on this WT volleyball team.
Again, you were watching WT last year, and you were seeing Kayla Elliott, and she had a tremendous career for WT, and you're thinking, oh no, Kayla's leaving, how are you going to replace her? Well, Carly Evans has come in and has done a tremendous job, again, originally from Canyon, and started her career at Odessa College, then went to Academy of the Arts in San Francisco, and then last season transferred to WT, and she's having a great season this year. A presence in the middle. She can score offensively, and she can do a lot of things defensively, also a great server. Next senior up is Miss Emma Patterson, number 25. Emma Patterson has been here since 2020 in that strange COVID year where they didn't get to play a lot. But Emma, a defensive specialist, and just one of those players that brings a lot of spunk on the court. Talk a little bit about Emma Patterson, Corin.
This is so emotional for me, too. She was in my freshman class when we all came in. It was she, Cammie, Marler, London, and I. And, it's been incredible to watch her grow into the person and player that she is. She wants to be a licensed counselor when she gets older, and she has the perfect personality for it. She's the most gentle soul and soft-spoken. She works so hard, and I'm excited to honor her and recognize all of that work tonight.
Obviously an encourager. You talk about her wanting to be a counselor, and I'm just imagining her teammates coming to her, for advice and her helping out, obviously, younger players. And I think even last year, you talk about Briley Contreras, who is, the libero for West Texas A&M and one of the best in the conference. That Emma, last season, they were both playing. I think Emma helped that transition for Briley as she transferred over from SFA, and that just shows you the type of teammate that she is. 4-time Dean's List recipient, 6-time President's List recipient, a GPA of 3.82. So Emma Patterson It will be sad to see her leave. Speaking of a player that everyone will be very sad to see leave is Tori Miller, number 31. Tori the Terminator from Brownwood, Texas, a 3-time All-American, trying to make it 4 times this season here in her final year with West Texas A&M. And there are so many things that we can say about Tori Miller, and it's just look at this list here. I wish we had this list as a graphic to put up, but mentioned a 3-time All-American. She's got a national championship ring. She was the MVP at the Elite Eight. She was a freshman of the year when she came in, offensive player of the year 2 times, tournament MVP twice. She's 4th in kills, moved up the charts last week. But, Corin, I'm going to tell you, with all these accolades, the thing that has impressed me the most about Tori is through her career, she has transformed from just a really good volleyball player to a really good volleyball player that's a great leader.
Absolutely. It's been awesome to see that evolution as well, because it's very rare that you see a player who has all the talent on the court or the field, wherever it may be, but they also have the talent to be a leader and to rally their team together and
make others better.
Absolutely, and she does that in every way possible. And, you know, this team is very lucky to have her to look up to, and I know she's going to be very, very missed. She definitely will leave a legacy.
Yep, over 1,800 kills, and again, 4th all-time, only behind Shannon Stroud, Sarah Butler, and Pereira. They're at the top for West Texas A&M, Carol Pereira. So for Tori, just the ultimate competitor. You know, I've been broadcasting for West Texas A&M for 8 seasons, just doing the different sports. Tori is the fiercest competitor that I've seen. She just wants to win no matter what, and she's going to do everything she can to help her team win. This year it's been interesting, Corin, because she did have an injury at the beginning of the season, and she had to change her role. She really became more of a passer, more of a defensive player, and obviously trying to do a good job at the net blocking, but she was not. There was a couple of matches where her kills were very low, but she was still out there doing everything she could to help her team.
Yeah, she did her role wherever that was. She's always been, like you said, a competitor. She's gritty. I mean, I can remember some practices I was wondering, how is she able to do that right now because of the way she works? And, you know, she's a very driven and motivated human, and she has a lot of goals. And, you know, I can't wait to see her accomplish all those as well.
Again, our seniors, Tori Miller, Emma Patterson, Carly Evitz, Piper Warren, and Kelsey Carpenter.
You know, I quickly want to point out, all of these ladies, once they graduate, they want to take on an occupation that helps people. And that's exactly what this program is about.
Yeah. Cornelin, I'll let you have a chance to talk about, we're going to have a moment of silence here in just a second. Jan Edwards passed away, sadly, this weekend. So, longtime Lady Buff supporter. A lot of people are very sad about her passing. Obviously, we all are, and so our thoughts and prayers go out to her family. But talk about Jan Edwards and what she meant to this program.
Oh, my gosh. She was the light in every room, and my heart goes out to her family. She is a soul I will never forget.
All right, we'll have our national anthem, followed by the starting lineups for both teams. right, Corin, before we look at Western New Mexico and West Texas A&M again, just want to talk just briefly here a little about Jan Edwards. And, you're talking about her support to the program. The word that comes to mind is family. I mean, because it's like losing a family member.
Absolutely. The boosters here are so involved in everything that the athletes do. And she was always the first one out to give us a hug, give us a word of encouragement, tell us how great we did. And she was here when my mom was here.
Yeah.
So, generation to generation, she made an impact, and she will be greatly missed.
Absolutely. Western New Mexico comes in to this match tonight with a record of 6 wins and 18 losses, and we'll look at the Mustangs, some of the players to watch for Western New Mexico. And this team led by Jasmine Walker, number 2 outside hitter. She's 10th in the Lone Star Conference in kills with 2.62 kills per set. And talk a bit about Western New Mexico and what you've seen, Corin, watching them on film.
Yes, this Western New Mexico team, they run a 5-1 offense, so their setter is front row during half of the rotations. So they like to get the pass very tight. That way it opens up her opportunity to be offensive as well. They have a great first contact, and they do have some very dynamic hitters. You mentioned Jasmine Walker. She's got a quick arm swing. She can hit really well out of system. She passes great and serve receive, and she can hit cross patterns. I mean, she's got a pretty wide range of tools in her toolbox to utilize on that front row.
For Western Mexico, they're led by their first-year head coach, Gino Fragoli, and 2-10 in LSC play. They lost their last match 3-0 against Texas Women's in a sweep. All right, West Texas A&M, the Lady Buffs, number 5 ranked in the country, and for WT, 23 wins, 2 losses. They are 12-1 in LSC play. We'll highlight some of the players to look for tonight for West Texas A&M. Talked about the senior, obviously Tori Miller, and also Carly Evans. But one of the players, Corin, that has just been dynamite this year is number 1, Emma Becker. She is close to the top 10 in kills in the LSC. The sophomore from Liberty Hills, really having a great season.
Absolutely. I mean, we say this every time we're on here, just how massive she impacts the game. And, if I'm that right or that left side hitter, I'm planting on her the entire time. If that means I'm late to my next stage or my next step, I'll do it, because they're going to go to her, and she's on fire. She's always consistent, and she's also one of those that can pound it down the line. She can hit it cross court. She can throw in a roll shot and get that defense on their toes. She's been a lot of fun to watch, and I feel like she jumps higher and higher every week. That may just be me, though.
Another player we mentioned earlier, Briley Contreras, 4th in the LSC with 453 digs. She has gotten so much better even from last season, and when she's on the court, you just have a good feeling about, hey, we're going to always be in system. We're not going to let balls drop. And, I think she does a great job of allowing that offense to stay smooth throughout the match.
Yes, I think there's a certain level of trust, not only with her, but she has created that amongst everybody in the back row. So that, cleans up miscommunication, that cleans up serve-receive errors. And she's just that steady in the chaos, which is a very important trait for a libero to have, because you need to be able to rely on them to put the pass up wherever the setter needs it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about standings, Corin, because we're getting into that time. I mean, it's almost postseason. In fact, in honor of not only college but high school playoffs and everything else, I've started to grow out the playoff beard. Okay, so it's coming. But we've got...
You're not going to dye your hair, are you?
You know what? If the Lady Buffs want me to, I probably would. So LSC standings, West Texas A&M at the top, 12-1. Dallas Baptist, Lady Buffs' only loss this season. DBU is right behind, 11-2. There's Angelo State at 10-2. Texas A&M Kingsville 9-2. And the teams are trying to position themselves not only for the LSC tournament, but for the regional. I hope you make the NCAA tournament. We don't have a numerical rankings yet. But talk about the Lone Star Conference and their presence in this initial, hey, here are the 10 teams we're considering.
I mean, we have a very solid group of teams in the Lone Star Conference this year. I think, for one, that's why we're going to see such a competitive tournament, the Lone Star Conference tournament. But, I mean, Angelo State, always dominant. Dallas Baptist, I mean, like you said, they're the only team that's beaten WT in this conference, and UT Tyler, WT. I mean, these are all monster teams.
Well,
that
seven of the 10 are LSC,
yes.
and there's only 3 teams in that initial ranking that are not out of the Lone Star Conference. They're really good in MSU, Denver, also Regis and Colorado Mesa. But when we say throughout the year that we see some of the best volleyball in the country when we do these Lone Star Conference matches, we're not lying.
No, absolutely. I think DBU has really flipped a switch since last season. We were talking about it before we got on the broadcast. I think we're going to have another rerun of last year where DBU was just dominant in the Lone Star Conference tournament. So it's going to be exciting to see how everything plays out over the next few weeks.
All right. Tori Miller will start things off for West Texas A&M tonight. Again, Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis here from Brick Care Court at the Box. Final regular season home game. West Texas A&M concludes next week in the regular season at Texas A&M Kingsville and at Texas A&M International. And Tori starts it off with a great serve, saved over by Western New Mexico. Stowe tried to put it down. Nice block touch there by the Mustangs. Bryn Wright. And it starts off the way that we saw last week with number 13 on the outside and a kill for WT.
She did a great job of staying patient on that ball. I think the biggest factor for Western New Mexico to really put up a fight tonight is their block. They've got to be disciplined on the block because WT has a lot of weapons up front.
Here's Contreras with a set, and dropping it in is Bryn Wright. And you look at these stats, and that's one of the things with Briley Contreras. The girl can do just about everything. That's her 108th assist from the libero spot.
It doesn't surprise me. And Kendra Potts does a great job of making sure that her players are solid all the way around in every position. So if they get put in a position like Briley was in where she was forced to set, she could do it.
Good job for Western New Mexico. They needed to settle in, and they got the ball in the right player's hands there. Jasmine Walker puts down the kill, the senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. And Mustangs serve now, 1 serving 2 with Correa putting that one into the net, service error. The ball goes back to West Texas A&M. Briley Contreras serves for WT. Good pass. They go to Bryn Wright again. What a hot start for number 13, Bryn Wright.
She's doing an incredible job of staying smart up there, mixing up her shots. I mean, the first one was a clean kill. Second, she found that tip right over the block. And then third one, she found the blocker's hands.
That one went off the hands there. Errant pass leads to an ace for West Texas A&M and a 5-1 start. If you're Western New Mexico, can't have unforced errors. That one was just tipped there, and so it'll be a point back for the Mustangs.
Western New Mexico does a great job when they're in system of keeping that fast, quick tempo, especially in the middle, and it allows for their hitters to get up there and work.
Putting this one over is Leticia Correa, setter for Western New Mexico. Good job. Ooh, just out was Evans. It was a really nice set there from Malice. Put a lot of power on that swing.
She did. She had the right idea, trying to hit the back thirds of the court. And I think after a few times of getting that connection, she'll be able to get it.
Float serve over, handled by Contreras. They're going to try the right side with Emma Becker. Good effort, but that just shows you how much power is behind Becker's swing. The defender was able to get it up, but it deflects out to a spot where second ball can't be retrieved.
And it's been really cool to see that and see her evolve into that, because at first she was just a player who could jump really, really high, and now she's a player who can jump really high, bring a lot of power behind the ball.
The power, the skill, a lot of it, just big improvements from Becker. There's a nice tip. Pancake dig, though, for the Mustangs. Nicely done by Correa. And that one put down for West Texas A&M. Cammie Jones.
I say it every week, that line shot is her bread and butter. She does a great job of pounding it down the line and getting the team out of system or getting a clean kill.
Oh, look at that serve land in. Western New Mexico thought it was going to go out. It did not. Another ace, this time for Blair Moreland.
It looked like there was a miscommunication on that ball.
Better pass. So they get it back to Walker. Lady Buffs tried to get it over and could not. So another kill for Jasmine Walker and lead cut in half. Western New Mexico has lost 11 of their last 13 matches, and so it's been tough for the Mustangs. Had a pretty good start, and then they got into conference play in September, and it's just been tough for this team. Had some injuries as well. Right now they trail just by 4. Moreland outside to Evitz. Goodness gracious.
That just shows how dynamic Evitz is, being able to hit the ball on the outside. You want a player who can hit all around wherever they need you to. She does a great job of that.
That was off the toe of the defender there. It may have hurt. Felt like it dropped a weight on your foot.
It probably did. She'll feel that in the morning.
Here's the senior Emma Patterson. And look at that on senior night. Comes on the floor and immediately it's an ace.
Her serves are always one of the hardest to pass.
A lot of spin, a lot of movement. Sometimes it just drops.
Yep. A little bit of float in there too.
See it deflect off. Western New Mexico way out of system there. Cortez just barely gets it over. And Miller, powerful swing, but that one misses out. Attack error, point back to the Mustangs.
Looked like she might have been trying to go for hands there and maybe got a little too far under the ball on that one.
Serving over number 14, Jessica Salez, junior out of Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Nice job there. Janie Cortez, junior from El Paso, able to convert.
She did a great job of finding the blocker's hands and using them.
Again, first year for head coach Gino Frigoli. Moreland will push outside to Torrey. Didn't miss that time. And, you know, these kills are coming straight down if you're Western New Mexico Corn. It looks like they're going to have to do something different here to...
Yeah, but I think they're going to have to, for one, stay disciplined on the block. That's going to be the key to that. Watching them against Texas women's, that was the reason why TWU was able to come out on top in that game, was they picked apart the defense and they used the block to their advantage. And I mean, this WT team is no different where that's concerned. They use the block, they find the hole, they're very smart with their hitting tools.
It's a good kill for Western by Janie Cortez. So they trail by 4. The slide, good attempt, but Moreland goes down and gets it. Look at the back set from Contreras to Tori Miller, showing off down there, Briley.
That's the second time in a row she's hit that cross-court shot tonight. But also it's a huge testament of what a team can do when they stay in system, when you have a good first contact pass.
Really good pass from Moreland, and then can your libero do that? And nice back set, overpass. Good job over there for Western by Logan Dodge to retrieve that hard swing from Becker. They go back to Emma. Slowed down. Better defense here by Western. And they score, and give credit back there to Jasmine Walker because the set was low. She was coming from the back row, and she still was able to score.
Yeah, she did a great job of staying under the ball and being patient with it, too. I think in those moments it's easy to let the adrenaline rush dictate your next move, but she didn't let that happen.
Good low, flat serve. Malice Gets it out to Tori, the line kill. Yes, ma'am.
That had to be right on the line, too. She said, I want it right there.
And on senior night, that's what you do. You put it right where the senior says.
Show up and show out.
Yep. What do they call Piper Warren? The girl boss?
The girl boss. It rubs off on everyone on the team.
That's right. Saved by the setter, and it's going to score for Western New Mexico.
Reiterating a little bit of what I said earlier, they like to get those balls. Western New Mexico likes to get those balls a little bit tighter so the setter can get up there and go to work with it.
Kelsey Carpenter on the floor here for West Texas A&M. Carpenter, the 6'2 junior out of Midlothian. Float serve. Malice will try Becker on the right side, and she was able to get it through the hands for the kill.
She's one of those who obviously doesn't let the block intimidate her. She sees hands, she's like, I'm going to push right through them.
Yeah. Said Carpenter's a junior. She is a senior, obviously. Was honored before the game on the roster list as a junior, but this is her last year of eligibility, so another senior out there for the Lady Buffs. That serve misses, and so it's a point back to Western. They're hanging in here. Some errors by West Texas A&M in the first match, but also Western trying to stay gritty.
Yes, I feel Western New Mexico's record is a bit deceptive because this team has a lot of great components to it, and they do run a quick offense, which you can't say that for a whole lot of teams.
Yeah. Point back to WT. Lady Buffs right now on a 3 straight sweep match as well. They've won 13 overall in a row. That's the second longest streak in Division II, but the last 3 have all been sweeps. LCU, Eastern New Mexico, and then Wednesday, the most recent one in Lawton, Oklahoma, against the Cameron Aggies. A timeout will be taken here by Western New Mexico. Lady Buffs lead here in set number 1, 16-10 the score. We're back after the timeout here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Welcome back to the box here in Canyon, Texas on a Friday evening in November. It feels outside. It felt like summertime today. Corn is 80 plus, like 85 degrees. Tonight, West Texas A&M, good start, 16-10 lead here over Western New Mexico. If you're the Lady Buffs, you want to finish out this regular season on a strong note. Right now, Lady Buffs 23-2. That in-region record, very impressive at 20-1. And you just stay in this confident mode and hopefully keep rolling. Here are the Mustangs out of the timeout, see if they can get a point. Good save by Contreras. Moreland will try the right side. Jones terminates.
I have to talk about that dig for a moment. Can we have a moment of silence for Briley's scoop?
There you go.
I mean, her platform is so quiet, and the way she can manipulate it to do whatever she wants it to do, go wherever she wants it to go, is incredible.
Yeah, she is that cog in the system here for WT as that one scores for Jasmine Walker. but it is. Briley is so good that you just watch and you get caught up in the offense and the blocking. But the libero back there is making it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Serve over from the lefty, Correa. Actually, that was number 8, Keleveg. And a point there for West Texas A&M.
That's Carly Evans' second one from the outside. Incredible.
Yeah, from the first time that I saw Carly play in the early season BritCare Classic, versatility. I mean, that was the first thing that came to mind. Is she was not just a defensive middle. She can play really wherever you put her. She can serve. Very athletic as well for her height.
I can remember the first time I ever saw her play. I was covering them right before they left for the regional tournament last year, and I came to one of their practices, and it was one of those that was over Thanksgiving, so not very many people are practicing or doing a whole lot, and I mean 10-footer instantly, and I thought to myself, who is that?
Yeah, that kill attempt is off the mark. And so another point here for WT, and now Western, the mistakes kind of piling up, and it's 20 serving 11, all in the hands of Emma Patterson. Already an ace for her. And make it 2. Again, the passing, if you had one, Western is battling and they're trying, but the passing they have struggled, and they've struggled with the Lady Buffs serve a lot throughout this match. It's a 10-point lead here for West Texas A&M in the first set. Another timeout will be taken by Coach Fragoli. We'll step aside as well. Lady Buffs lead it big here in set number 1.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company. When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to BritCare Court here at the box. Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis, and on to serve. Substitute here for the Lady Buffs. There's Piper Warren. Here's the girl boss.
Hers is another serve, I'm telling you. Wow. I mean, she tried to pancake a serve.
That's not fair, Corin. I mean, you sub out one incredible server, also being honored at senior night, and you bring in another one. There's a block for Tori Miller.
I think that there's this senior connective energy going on out there right now, and it seems pretty unstoppable.
Yeah. 2 more points for the Lady Buffs to take set 1. Mustangs going to have to hustle to get it over, and they're not going to be able to. So Warren collects a second ace, and it is set point quickly here, 24-11. Close. Tried to sneak that in.
Sometimes that happens when you're really aggressive and you're in the moment and the energy is high.
Yeah. Well, and you can do that when you lead 24-11.
Absolutely.
Even though I think Coach Potts, she's pretty good with her team being very aggressive throughout the match from the service line. That's how this one will end. A service error from Western New Mexico gives the Lady Buffs point number 25 as they take the first set easily, 25-12. We'll take an extended timeout. We'll come back and start set number 2. You're watching Lady Buff Volleyball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
Your support makes an impact. Buffalo Club donors help our student athletes achieve their goals of winning championships while earning their degree from WT. Your support provides funds for recruiting, scholarships, and program enhancements that make WT recognized as a top 10 NCAA Division II athletic program and the best in Texas.
We get ready to start the second set here from Canyon, Texas. There's a look at Briley Contreras talking to her head coach, Kendra Potts. And a great start for West Texas A&M. They take the first set easily, Corin. And our stats are down right now. Apologize to the viewers for that. But first set, really a combination of the Lady Buffs being in system, great serving as well. And for Western New Mexico, that's what they've got to fix here in set number 2 is that serve receive, right?
Yes, when they are in system, they're able to use every single hitter in the front line. And some who are in the back row too, because I've seen them be offensive in the back row. But, you know, their number one focus as they head into this game is to be consistent in serve receive and be consistent on the service line.
If you can't pass, nothing else works.
No.
And, you know, for me, just in doing volleyball over the last 3 seasons and relating for me back to football, I say if you can't pass, it's like an offensive line that doesn't block well. It doesn't matter how talented your running backs or wide receivers or quarterback is, it's just not going to work.
Hey, I like that analogy. Yeah. There you go.
Right?
You know, I have a lot of people do that with me too when they're explaining certain sports. They refer it back to volleyball because it's interesting how they all essentially connect back to each other.
Now, one thing that's not the same is the offensive linemen are a little bit bigger than the passers, right?
And there's more physical contact, I'd say.
To start set number 2, it's going to be Kelsey Carpenter getting one in. That good athleticism there.
Oh, yeah. Great reach on that ball. And the way that she was able to stay behind it, she could do what she wanted with it. She manipulated the ball. The ball did not manipulate her.
A couple of kills tonight for the senior out of Midlothian. Malice tries Evitz. Oh, look at that hustle, and Contreras just barely went under. She tried to get out of there quickly to avoid the call, but I think Coach Fragoli, he saw that one. He got up out of his seat.
I think Briley was hoping nobody would see that. She's trying to be sneaky about it, but great hustle on it.
Almost got it back. Serve over from Maria Osario, freshman out of Columbia, and they can't return that one touched. Carpenter gets another one. Really good match so far for Kelsey.
She's hitting a lot of different shots, mixing it up a little bit, which can a lot of times be hard for the defense to read when they don't know, you know, a player's not hitting in one place consistently. She's moving it around.
Double called. Point West Texas A&M. Carpenter came into the match tonight, 31 kills on the season.
I also have to highlight Contreras reading the setter very well on that last ball. I know there was a double call, but she's noticing that the setter is going to dump a lot more often. The tighter the pass is, and she cheated up a little bit.
Well, that's a great point because we're talking about these defensive players and their athleticism, but a lot of being a good passer starts with your brain, right?
Starts with your brain, starts with your eyes. And in practice, I know what they would have us do is we would do agility drills that made our minds work. We had colored dots, and we'd have to hit the colored dot, or we'd have to, we'd name the dots, and we'd have to go to the name of the dot. You know, it got your mind moving really, really well, because it does. It all starts with the mental side of the game.
Service error there for Western New Mexico. So point back to West Texas A&M. And Emma Patterson, who has been hot from the service line tonight. Oh, nicely done there. Give a kill to Jessica Salez.
Yeah, she did a great job of extending her arm and allowing her body to open up and hit that line shot.
Too aggressive on the serve. It goes out from Correa. Quickly, some score updates from around the conference. It is 1-0, a lead for Texas A&M International on the road at TWU. Arkansas, Fort Smith, and Angelo State, that ought to be a good one. In San Angelo, it's 1-0 in the match for Angelo State. There's a kill good for the Mustangs. Texas A&M Kingsville leads at Midwestern State 1-0. UT Permian Basin, a 1-0 lead early. They snagged the first set there against Oklahoma Christian. And that rounds out the scores that we have so far.
That doesn't further prove our point that we have a very competitive conference this year.
Moreland puts it up for Vineyard, who's on here for the first time for West Texas A&M. It's a block for Western New Mexico. Salez gets the block. One other score, St. Mary's does take down. That's a big win for St. Mary's. They defeat UT Tyler there at Bill Greehey Arena in San Antonio. 3-2, it went to 5 sets. We've seen both of those teams. They got a lot of talent.
Very solid, polished teams.
Good dig by Contreras. And this time Vineyard scores it emphatically.
The lefty for the win. I always say this, the lefties are the hardest to block. The lefties are the hardest to read, especially when they're hitting on the right side.
Ashland, at 5'11" junior, also out of Amarillo, below San Blow, right?
Always.
They play a little volleyball over there.
Hey, and so does head coach Kendra Potts.
Yep.
She's a former Sandy, too. We're everywhere. Can't get rid of us.
Some banners on the gym over at Amarillo High School, no doubt. There's a good kill for Tori Miller. Yeah, there's so much good volleyball here in the Texas Panhandle. It's playoff time for the high schools, and so it's a lot of fun. And you look at WT throughout the years, so much local talent that has come through here and won a lot of matches.
And as Kendra, has come back and flipped the program around, she has recruited local girls just because of, the work ethic and how great, the volleyball is here. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, but it's true. I mean, we have the reigning national champs here on the court right now.
That's
to
right.
Prove it.
Good rally there back and forth. That one went out on the swing, but we're going to have our first challenge. Coach Fragoli felt like that one might have been touched, I believe. We'll see. They're going to go down to the review and check this one out. Score right now, 8-6 in set number 2. West Texas A&M leads. They lead the match 1-0. Coach Potts talking to her team. We'll take a quick timeout, come back right after these messages.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Still taking a look at the challenge from Western New Mexico's head coach Gino Fragoli. So we'll see what the outcome is. Lady Buffs lead it here in set number 2, 8-6. Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis, the Thunder Vision production team, bringing you the broadcast tonight. Corin, we are hoping that we get to bring a lot of broadcasts here in the next month or so to the viewers, as WT right now trying to position themselves up at the top. First, you got to get to the Lone Star Conference tournament, right? And that's a lot of fun. We did that last year as Lady Buffs went unblemished through the conference and hosted that. The big prize, obviously, is that regional tournament. The Lady Buffs, the road has run through Denver the last several seasons. That's where the Lady Buffs have won the last 2 years at the Elite Eight, or excuse me, they've won there to reach the Elite Eight. If it were to end today, which it doesn't, but if it did.
A lot of theories and hypotheticals going on
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is where we get, like, what is it in NCAA basketball, the Joe Lunardi, bracketology and those kind of things. But we would look at this and say the Lady Buffs do have a good shot of trying to get a host bid for the regional tournament. Can you imagine how cool that would be?
Oh, this atmosphere would be 10 times what it is right now, and it's already incredible. I mean, we've got the student section dancing. We've got a sea of maroon and just all the teams from the RMAC coming in and being here in the box. I mean, it's a special place here in the box, and it'd be awesome to rock out with the regional tournament.
Lady Buffs did face MSU Denver early this season, and it was 5 sets. WT won it 3-2. MSU Denver right now 16-5 overall record, 15-4 in region. It's Colorado Mesa that actually is at the top of the RMAC right now in terms of their record, 20-3 overall, 19-3 in region record. And so we know that those teams play really good volleyball in the RMAC. The challenge was not awarded to Western New Mexico. Coach Fergoli is very upset down there talking with the down ref. And I do like to see that. I like he's fighting for his team, Corin, on the road. And
he's definitely passionate about his team, and you have to applaud that.
See if they can fire up the Mustangs. The point goes to WT, so the lead extends 9-5. Swing off the mark there from Western's Osorio.
Seemed like she was going for high hands on that ball and wasn't able to get a finger on it.
Ainsley Malice serves it over. Good pass. They try the right side. Slowed down, though, by Miller. Tatum Stowe. Easy money.
She is the silent killer, which is, it's really interesting to watch this middle group and this middle dynamic because of how quiet and easy, and level they are, because a lot of middles that I've seen and played with, they have a lot of personality. So it's fun to see them, how they are and who they are. And
quietly does their job,
they
right?
do. They quietly put together great games. It's fun to watch.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout. Lady Buffs lead it by 6 here in set number 2. We're back with more volleyball at the box after this.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Corin, do you know this song that the band is playing right here?
You know, I've heard it a million times.
Yep, from ABBA.
I unfortunately don't know the name of it.
Well, it's fitting for the Lady Buffs. It's Dancing Queen.
Yeah, I knew that. What do you mean?
Come on now.
Come on, yeah.
Lady Buffs have danced out to an 11-5 lead here in set number 2. They lead the match 1-0, and Western has called a timeout. Coach Fergoli trying to get his team to get back in system. Just got to give themselves opportunities to score. That one works.
Out of the back row, too, might I add. It's really impressive to watch hitters attack from the back row, because you usually expect a really fast, hard down ball to a deep corner. But when they drop it in there right in the middle with a little bit of topspin, or even if it's just a tip, I mean, it throws the defense for a loop.
What is the hitter looking for in terms of when you decide to go with the changeup instead of the heat? There's some heat from Tori Miller. But back to my question on a back row attack, Corin, what are they looking at? Something the defense is doing?
Sometimes you can see them out of your peripheral, but usually it's routine to kind of step back a little bit further, the defense. I mean, even the hitters in the front row don't block it essentially on a back row attack. And so the middle of the court is wide open.
Yeah. Attack error from Western New Mexico with Naomi Kimball, so it gives a point to West Texas A&M. She's trying to get it over Tatum Stowe, which is not easy to do. Right side attack from Carly Deck. Slowed down by West Texas A&M. Good tip, pancake dig, yes. Way to go down there, Janie Cortez. Cortez gets her hands up again, staying alive. Becker, block touch again. Good rally here, Western being very determined. Can they get something offensive though? Well, they tried, but Emma Becker and Tatum Stowe, the law firm over there, Stowe and Becker.
I mean, Western's defense, they really showed up in that rally, and it's important for them to continue to build on that scrappiness because that's what's going to lead them to success in this game.
Oh, great job there. That's going to be a kill for Osorio. And they are scrapping a little bit more right now, trailing by 7 here in set number 2.
And the block clearly hasn't intimidated them either. It's very normal for teams once they've gotten blocked 2-3 times to start tipping it, roll shotting it, getting cute with it. But, I mean, they're still swinging away.
Serve missed. Again, that has been one thing that has really hurt Western. Not to say you have to be perfect. No one's going to be perfect, but they have had way too many unforced errors.
That's something I noticed as well when I was watching them earlier this season, was that missed serves were a huge factor to their losses.
Good hustle from Jasmine Walker. She flies into the bench, but unable to get that one back in play. So another point for West Texas A&M. Emma Becker, 16-7 lead for the Lady Buffs. Oh boy, that was tight and unable to be put over there from Osorio. And it's now 17-7 Lady Buffs.
I think we've started a block party over here on the Lady Buff side of the court.
Happens a lot here.
It's a normal thing.
No, they're even tailgating this year.
I saw that when I came in. Who wouldn't tailgate for that?
Okay. Emma Becker.
She said, watch what I can do.
Yes.
Superwoman flying through the air. She didn't even have to dress up for it this year.
No.
She just is.
No. Well, and our band is smart, too, because they just queued up, going back to the music trivia here, they just queued up Michael Jackson's Who's Bad. Well, Emma Becker is bad. And I don't mean I mean in a good bad way. Holy smokes.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Wow.
Well,
wow.
They're not getting anybody in Becker's face, and as a result, she is destroying the ball. Probably leaving some marks down there on the Brick Care court. Watch this. This is undefendable. Nobody in her face. And Emma Becker having a great match here. Lady Buffs lead 19-7 in set number 2. We're back after this timeout. Here tonight in the box as West Texas A&M leads in set number 2, 19-7. Lady Buffs trying to win for the 14th straight time this year. Trying to keep that home record perfect as well right now. Lady Buffs have been perfect in the box. And that one goes into the net. Set just a little off, and for a tough one there for Kimball.
And it looked like she was trying to go for that cut shot,
Yeah.
but wasn't able to get her hand completely around the ball.
Good pass. This time they go back row. Jasmine Walker, she's been the player that's been able to score. That goes off the hands of Western New Mexico. And Emma Becker, it's like practice out there right now.
Like for a baseball batting practice?
I mean.
Hitting practice.
She's going off. That's serve goes into the net, so it'll give a point back to Western New Mexico. And Corin, right now for Western, they've got to find a way defensively to get hands in the face of these Lady Buff hitters. It's just making it too easy.
Yes, that's been one of the major keys tonight. I mean, blocking, hitting, and being consistent on the service line. I mean, those are the three things that are going to keep them successful in this game, keep them in this game. And I think that goes for really every team that plays against the Lady Buffs and just in general, going back to the basics.
Here's Zaria Parker on to serve for West Texas A&M. Also on the floor, Charlotte McClintock. Who else is out there?
Haley Hurtado on the right side.
Yep, Hurtado and also Kelsey Carpenter. There's a kill on the outside. Give that one to Jasmine Walker.
I do have to highlight Jasmine Walker for a second. She's a talented player. She's got a quick arm swing. She's fun to watch. She's a fun girl. She reminds me a lot of Emma Becker because of how dominant she is up there and
Very
on the
explosive.
outside. Very explosive.
Good serve. That one pushed Contreras back. Lady Buffs out of system. So now Western needs to capitalize here, see if they can. They will. They go right back to Walker. And again, that starts because they got a good in-system play.
Mm-hmm. Starts with the pass.
Janie Cortez will serve. Wearing the libero jersey here for Western tonight. Good pass from Contreras. Parker outside to Carpenter, and that one works. Tools the block.
That seemed to work really, really well for her tonight. She's used the block hands to her advantage.
Here's Riley Barnett. She'll come on the floor for the Lady Buffs. Barnett, freshman out of Mission, Texas.
This is the future of Lady Buff volleyball up here in this front row.
That's right. Patterson puts it over. Good pass. Nope, that's going to be a double. So set point here, Lady Buffs trying to go up 2-0 in the match. It's 24, serving 10. Patterson. She's had several aces tonight. Won't be an ace. Western gets a chance, and it's an attack error that lands out. Lady Buffs win that one 25-10. So it's 2-0 lead in the match for the Lady Buffs. We'll step aside, take a timeout, come back and start set number 3 as West Texas A&M tries to improve and keep this win streak going. We're back with more volleyball right after these messages.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Greg Lair Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Lair, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
We get ready to start the third set here from Canyon, Texas. West Texas A&M took the first two sets easily, 25-12, 25-11. Thank you very much. 25-10, excuse me, 25-12, 25-10. And for the Lady Buffs, let's see the lineup that we'll see to start set number 3. It'll be Kelsey Carpenter, Cammie Jones, also Angelina Oliver. Oh, there. Some of the baseball players in checking out the volleyball. Everybody wants to see the Lady Buffs, Corin.
I mean, they're a hot commodity.
And speaking of baseball, Corin, your thoughts on the Texas Rangers getting their first ever World Series?
You know, I know a lot of people have said it's been a drought over the past few years, so I'm glad they've found some fresh water and they're getting to see their team win it all for once. First time ever, and the organization, really, really cool to watch. Bring it home. I'm glad to know that we're good at baseball here in Texas.
Oh, I know.
At the professional level.
That's right.
Hope I don't upset too many Cowboys fans on that comment.
We're hoping it's contagious, though. Like maybe the baseball team starts it off.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll find out about the Cowboys in 2 days when they play Philadelphia. Back to the volleyball here. Miller starts it off for West Texas A&M. Great start for the young lady you've been talking a lot about, Jasmine Walker, and she's one of those players that, I mean, you're going to have to just continue to feed her the ball.
Absolutely. I mean, she's very excited and giddy and skipping across the court. I mean, I love her energy despite being down 0-2 in this match. I mean, that's a huge deal. You can tell she's a leader on this team, and I'm hoping that spreads to her team.
Kelsey Carpenter slowed down, but not enough. Was able to push that one through. Nice kill for number 11. Again, the seniors, they've all done really well tonight. And credit the setters as well, both Malice and Moreland. They are finding these players.
You can tell everybody's playing for each other a little bit extra tonight.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice block there from Evitz. A little help from Cammie Jones. And that's a good point, Corin, because it goes back to this team being so unselfish, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a family dynamic all the way to its core. These girls champion one another. They're excited for each other. They're girl bosses. I mean, you can't ask for much more from this team. And I always say this too, but you can have a team of really talented, skilled players, but if you don't have a group of girls that love each other and that care for each other and have good character, you're not going to have a championship team.
Some really good defense by Western New Mexico. It's going to end with a Kelsey Carpenter line kill. But there were 2 or 3 times where the ball should not have been retrieved, and it was by Western New Mexico.
This defense does have it in them to stay scrappy. And when they do that, they see these long rallies. It's just a matter of being able to finish it and win it.
And that one does win for Maria Osario. The previous rally that was won by WT, I want to point out Janie Cortez, she took one, almost got her in the face, but she got her hands up. I mean, the crowd was going, ooh, but it was able to be popped back up and over. So big credit there to Cortez, the junior libero.
Yeah.
I'm turning the other direction. I mean, shielding my entire body and just
I can attest that never feels good getting hit in the face. I've never been hit in the face by like Tori or Emma, luckily, so can't speak too much on that, but I know it doesn't feel good. So huge credit to her for still being able to keep the ball alive.
Yeah. Point goes back to West Texas A&M. Well, if I was out there trying to defend the hitters like Tori and Emma Becker, Carly Evitz, I'd probably be the first volleyball player to ever wear a helmet on the court.
One of those nose guards that basketball players wear. I mean, that's the smart way to go.
In the middle, Evitz. That one almost makes it up here to where we are positioned, up high in the box.
Lucas, they heard you.
Man.
They heard you.
Okay, Carly, I'm getting ready. Not going to hit me in the nose tonight.
Maybe we could run by Spirit Halloween. They may have a mask or something left over that you could use.
Checking something down there at the scoreboard. Look at this one. Okay, here it comes. Carly Evitz says, Corin, Lucas, get ready. It's coming to you.
I could have sworn I saw you flinch just a moment, but.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That one's out on the attack error, but it was touched. Okay, a tip. So it's going to give a point to Western New Mexico. Lady Buffs have been in cruise control throughout this match. They took first set 25-12, second set 25-10. I will say for Western to start this third set, they're playing cleaner, Corin. I mean, they're playing better defense and they're scrapping, but offensively a little bit better.
They've clearly reflected on the previous two sets and gone, okay, this is what we need to work on in order to stay in this game. Because you're right, they've turned it up a notch, especially on the defensive side of things.
Well, that's what they think that they got a block here. Western New Mexico is going to challenge this. You could tell the instant body language, the reaction down there from Western. They had two players going up high in the air to try to block that shot, and it was very close. May have been on the line. They're going to review it. The point was awarded to WT. They said it was out.
This coach has a lot of fight. He's not willing to give it up.
When you're defensively, when you're trying to block, talk about the hand placement. I mean, I know obviously you want to set the roof and lean over as much as possible, but hands play a big part in blocking, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the biggest keys in practice, especially at the collegiate level. They do a really good job of breaking it down hand by hand and focusing on where is your right hand placed versus where is your left hand placed, because your right hand could be on the left side hitter and your left hand could be on the middle blocker that's coming in for the three. And so what we used to do, and they probably still do this, is we would have tennis balls and there would be two girls on the opposing side of the net going up tennis balls in different directions, and we had to catch them with both of our hands. So when you're up there in the blocking position, it's really figuring out where to press the hand.
Okay, they did change the call. Western New Mexico was right. It was in, not out, so the point goes back to the Mustangs. It's interesting. I love watching the still shots, the photos that they take, at the box, and some of the most impressive ones are of blocks. Now, the really cool thing is, Corin, are the eyes open or shut, or are they squinting as you're trying to block?
I don't think I've ever blocked a ball with my eyes open. I don't want to admit that, but I just did.
Yeah.
And but these hitters are powerful, especially at this level.
Yep.
I mean, they're going up and they're swinging for heads.
It's like you're watching, getting your hands there, and at the last second, maybe the eyes just shut for just that split second.
You're just hoping, please don't hit me in the face. I'd rather have a jammed finger than a broken nose. Again,
we're checking something down there, and they've got it corrected, so it is 4 serving 5. Western New Mexico. Again, service error.
Seems to be an unfortunate pattern with this group on the service line.
That just really kills your momentum.
It does. And it seems that they've always served long. And I know that that's part of being aggressive. But at some point, you just need to put the ball in the court and reset.
Big swing, and the Lady Buffs get in the face of the Mustangs. They play on. Tori Miller's going to take the bump set off hands. Good job defensively by the Mustangs. Oh, look at this. Jasmine Walker, after the great defensive play, they went right back to her. And the Mustangs are going to score the point. That was hard to do, what Walker just did.
She did it, and you gotta pay tribute to the block as well. Being able to slow those balls down, it allows your defense to get a more solid hand on it. And,
Miller had to just push that one over, and a block. Set was off. Hitter was really far back from the net there, and that one went right into the hands of the Lady Buffs block with Evans.
They did a great job of lining up on her hand.
Nice save for Western. And that one's blocked by number 13, Naomi Campbell, on the attempt from Ainsley Meisner.
There is still a lot of energy on this Western New Mexico side.
Yeah.
I mean, they are celebrating, they are cheering.
Point back to the Lady Buffs, 4-touch. It'll be 8-6. And of course tonight we've seen a lot of different players, substitutions for West Texas A&M, and not the easiest thing to do in terms of staying, with your continuity, but Lady Buffs have done a good job.
One of their staples is having depth, regardless of, classification, having a solid bench who can come in and play and fill in the role of the person before them and do the job just as well is very important, and they do a good job of it.
On the outside, tip. Look at Miller go down and save that ball. Wow. Well, that wasn't the prettiest volleyball play, but it's going to still be a point for West Texas A&M, Angelina Oliver.
Tori Miller's off-blocker defense was stellar in that rally. Incredible.
Like we said when they were honoring her before the match started for senior night, she will do anything for a win. Nice job there on the right side. They get Ashlyn Vineyard, the lefty, with a kill, tooling the block.
She has one of those arm swings that can sneak a ball through. I mean, sometimes you think, oh, I've got her blocked, and then she gets a kill.
Malice outside to Tori Miller, and it's going to land out. Good attempt from Janie Cortez, but too much smoke there from number 31.
Who Want the Smoke? Can you name that song?
I've heard it, Corin.
the music enthusiast.
I think it's my daughter's playlist, probably.
You're very right about that. It probably is.
Off the touch there. Point back to Western New Mexico. That's what the kids say. You don't want that smoke, right?
You're right. Something like that.
Something like that. Try to be a hip dad. All right, here's Contreras. Outside to Tori Miller. Man, next, we're just going to keep enjoying this for as long as we can. We're going to miss seeing plays like that.
We are.
From number 31.
She's such a good role models for these future outside hitters, though.
Yes.
On what it takes to be an excellent player, all-around player, and leader.
Western taking a little bit of time to wipe up Brick Care Court.
Got to keep it squeaky clean.
That's right. Piper Warren serves over for West Texas A&M. Already a couple aces in the match. Contreras saves it. It's an overpass, so a chance for the Mustangs. Warren pops it up. Malice. Oh, look at that set on the outside. Carpenter was blocked, though. Good defense. And and Western scores. Nice job there. Again, they find Jasmine Walker, but it was the defense that allowed them to have that chance.
Absolutely. I mean, the setter was able to put the ball in her hands because she had a solid pass to target. And Walker, fantastic job of powering through a very strong Lady Buff block.
Malice hustles over. Western's in system again. And Vineyard goes off the hands. It lands out. Point for number 5. 3 or 4 kills for her tonight.
Seems like they're trying to get everybody some PT tonight, which is awesome. And that's senior synergy. I think that's what I'm going to land on. Senior synergy has not left the court.
Awkward play there. It was almost an overpass, and then WT thought Western got over the net. Ends up being a point for WT. And this was a 2-point set, and Lady Buffs are extending the lead. It's now 15, serving 8.
You know, I look at that score and I think about, the missed serves and the miscommunications and those serve-receive errors and those doubles. I mean, that could be the difference between a 2-point game and right now what we see an 8-point game.
Doubling up the Mustangs, 16-8 lead. Right side attack, big swing, but Contreras handles it as she usually does. Good block touch over there for the Mustangs. That one's going to score in the middle. Give credit to Charlotte McClintock. That's kind of that Tatum Stowe turn shot there.
Yes, the cutback. It's a lethal shot.
It is.
Hard to defend, especially when you're going right at the setter.
Good defense by Western. Good defense by the Lady Buffs. McClintock with a block.
I'm just waiting for a dance battle to happen over here on this WT sideline. I mean, girls are getting rowdy.
That's a good out-of-system play there for Western New Mexico.
Yes, it was she was very patient with the ball. It wasn't a strong, powerful kill.
Right.
But she was able to control it enough to find some hitter hands. Or blocker hands, excuse me. Serve
is out. Point back to WT. And 19-9 now. Moreland will check back on for WT as a setter, and she'll serve. Ainsley Meisner in as well. Getting the Lady Buffs next week. Finish out the regular season on the road at Texas A&M Kingsville Friday. That'll be a huge match. Kingsville right now tied for 3rd.
I don't envy that drive either.
Oh, it's a long drive.
The WT football team had to do it not too long ago, and I think they got back at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're driving and driving and driving, and you're thinking, wait, we're still in the state of Texas?
That's what some people don't understand,
yeah,
is how big Texas is.
Well, drive from Canyon to Kingsville, and you'll get a good picture. Mustangs serve. So they trail by 9, putting it over number 16, Logan Dodge. Meisner, a lot of power there, but it landed out, so a point for Western New Mexico.
You can tell she wanted it so badly, that adrenaline rush. She had the right idea. It was just a little too far outside.
That one's in. Yep, that was a good serve. They've missed on a lot of those serves in the back row area. That one did land in, and it's a good one for number 16, Logan Dodge, junior out of Liberal, Kansas. Familiar with that town up close to where I'm from in the panhandle of Oklahoma. And there's a good kill in the middle for Ainsley Meisner.
She finally found a rhythm that she liked. She and Blair Moreland both connecting really well on that play.
There's the replay. Good set from Blair Moreland. And that's what you love to see. Meisner immediately turns around and embraces the setter and says, "Thank you, sister." Back row attack, flying in the air is Jasmine Walker. Lady Buffs saved it though, and they play on. Climbing the ladder. Good defense by both teams. Roll shot from Walker. Good one-handed dig down there for WT by Riley Barnett. Whistle, double.
Yes, that ball was a little too far behind Barnett. I think all she was able to do at that point was use her hands.
Point to Western New Mexico, and Salez, junior from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, will serve. And it's an ace. Wow. You know, she tossed it high in the air, and you weren't expecting that soft, low serve there.
That drop off. And she did it right in traffic over here, too, which allows for and opens up for miscommunication from the hitter that's pulling back in the middle that's right over there.
Western with a nice little run here. They only trail by 6. Moreland races over, puts it up, and putting it down was Riley Barnett. Back to a 7-point lead here in set number 3 for the Lady Buffs. Charlotte McClintock, 6'3", freshman from Houston, will serve. Also on for West Texas A&M, Reese Griffith. So 3 freshmen were on the court there for WT. And to serve here for the Mustangs is Janie Cortez. Nice pass. Oliver terminates in the middle. Good to see Angelina there.
Absolutely. These middles are using and evenly dividing their shots on both sides of the court here tonight with the cross-court shot and then the cutback shot. Well executed.
Vineyard, close, just out, no. It's a point for WT. So it's now 23-15. Malice puts it over. Great serve, overpass. Opportunity for Vineyard. And a slide works for Western New Mexico.
Seemed to be the first cross pattern play that we've seen tonight from Western New Mexico. And it worked well for them.
You know, even in what looks like is going to be a 3-0 loss, they're gaining some momentum and some confidence here in the third set.
There's definitely a lot of potential with this team, and I'm excited to see where they go as the years move on.
Yeah, Oliver scores on a slide there. It is set point, match point for West Texas A&M. They took the first set 25-12, set number 2 25-10. Trying to make it another sweep here in the box. Also trying to stay perfect at home. Attack from Walker scores. Man, she is good. That one she adjusted in midair.
Yes.
And found an opening. So match point, second opportunity for WT to serve is Calaveg, Chase Calaveg, 5'7" sophomore out of Lewisburg, Kansas. Close on the line attempt, just missing was Griffith.
Yes, just a little too far on the outside there, but she had the right idea going for that deep line shot.
Third opportunity for match point. Nice serve. Malice outside, swing missed.
Looks like they may be thinking there was a touch on that ball. Doesn't look like they're challenging it though.
All right, Western showing some toughness here. Scoring the last 3 points. 19, serves 24. That one doesn't make it over. And for West Texas A&M, that will do it. That'll wrap up this match. 25-19, they win in set number 3. So they go 25-12, 25-10, and 25-19. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the post game for you. Corin Davis is going to head downstairs and get an opportunity to talk to our seniors. As on senior night, the Lady Buffs complete the sweep over Western New Mexico. They win for a 24th time this year, improving to 24-2 overall, 13-1 in LSC play. Their 14th straight win, and at home this season, the 13th sweep here in the box. We'll take a timeout and come back with our post game here from Canyon, Texas. Lady Buffs winner sweep.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Welcome back to the box here in Canyon, Texas. Lady Buffs winning a sweep over Western New Mexico. And we have some seniors down on the court with Corin Davis. Corin, go ahead.
We're not getting any signals. Yeah, the receiver's on.
All right, hang on just a second. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back and try to fix this audio, and we'll get the senior interview. So hang on just a second. We'll take a quick break.
Went for a onside kick, landed on my knee pretty hard, and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
I'm plugged into 4, and I'm not getting any levels on 4. We have power. Both sides are plugged in.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Need more business? Choice Media is your local outdoor advertising solution, helping businesses grow since 1992. After 31 years of business, Choice Media has both static and digital billboards throughout Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Billboards are the best choice when trying to grow clientele or promoting brand awareness. Contact Choice Media, your local advertising company, at 806-352-6585 to speak with a billboard expert today. That's 806-352-6585.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
All right, we got our audio fixed, and so Corin Davis is down there with Tori Miller and Emma Patterson. Go ahead, Corin.
All right, this is the 4th season you guys have played together. You've been through a lot. You've been through COVID, won a national championship game. How special was it to spend this senior night with each other, honoring each other? Tori, I'll go with you first.
I just love playing with Emma. She's someone you can rely on all the time. She's got ice in her veins. Every time she comes on the court, I feel comfortable, and it's been awesome to share senior night with her because she's just someone who means so much to me.
Emma, what about you?
I'm so grateful to have Tori. Like, she's been an amazing leader, like, from the start, even though she's only 1 year older. Like, she's just so great to have. She's a monster, too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, guys, and best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
I like your outfit. Thank you so much. With you because this is extra special. This is your hometown. I know we talked about this before, but you didn't expect to be finishing out your career at WT. You're honoring your entire volleyball career up to this point in your hometown. How are you feeling about that?
It's really excited to end here, especially because my family never got to watch me play when I was at any of the other schools, really, and so it's cool to have them all together and finish out where I grew up. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. There seemed to be some senior synergy. Lucas and I were talking about it, and you guys were playing extra for each other tonight. Would you say that was the case?
Oh, 100%. It was really awesome out on the court, and like everyone was just really together tonight, and it was just a great environment.
What did it mean to you to get to spend your last regular home game with a win with all of these girls?
It was amazing to come into such an amazing culture and such amazing girls that care so much about each other. Is just so awesome, and that's what allows us to play so free, is because we know we have each other's back. So.
Carly, what are you looking forward to most as you guys head into the rest of regular season and into postseason?
I'm ready for the intensity. I'm ready for every game. I mean, every game means a lot, but it just gets so much more intense, and I love the way that everybody kind of comes out of their shell during those times and fights for each other even harder. I'm excited to see that and be a part of it.
We're excited too. Thank you guys so much, and best of luck to you all the rest of the year. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Corin, and appreciate everybody hanging in with us as we got that audio fixed. A great one for West Texas A&M tonight. They win easily over Western New Mexico, 25-12, 25-10, and 25-19. More of a fight, obviously, put up there for the Mustangs in set number 3. And it was a great job all the way around for not only all the seniors, but really every player that stepped on the court tonight for West Texas A&M. Congratulations to the Lady Buffs. They improved the record to 24-2 overall, 13-1 in LSC play. I want to thank our Thunder Vision production crew for doing a great job tonight. Director up top, Dylan McMullen. On the cameras, Ben Curley, Tyrone Leggett. Tyrone, congratulations. You got your first sweep as a camera operator. Did not go to 5 sets, so I know he's happy about that one, and I am too. I spoke it into existence tonight before the match started. Also, Victor Sanusi, and producer is Daniel Kalunga tonight. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much to our fans for watching tonight, Western New Mexico and West Texas A&M. We'll catch you next time here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Everybody enjoy your weekend.